What's up? Welcome back to another video about Bitcoin. Today I'm going to tell you a strange way that I'm preparing for hyperbitcoinization. So first, what is hyperbitcoinization? Hyperbitcoinization is when Bitcoin just is the very obvious standard to everyone. We're in the process of it happening right now. All of the news you see of countries adopting Bitcoin, businesses adopting Bitcoin, individuals adopting Bitcoin, and all the new apps and services that you see coming out every day. Just think about how many Super Bowl commercials there were this year about Bitcoin versus how many there were, last year or the year before that. So like this thing is off to the races. And at this channel, like I'm just trying to talk to you, like just regular people on the other side of YouTube. I am on the other side of YouTube every single day, trying to learn about stuff. And I think, and just Bitcoin is where I can kind of help the conversation and hopefully help you. And so, the goal of this channel is just to help regular people with regular advice about how to understand Bitcoin and use Bitcoin more. So with that said, if you're open to doing all the normal stuff like, subscribe, comment, super appreciate that. Thanks. But so one strange way that I'm preparing for hyper-Bitcoinization is by getting better at having hobbies and getting better at volunteering. Okay. And that is going to sound so ridiculously funny to those of you that are already good at having hobbies and you already are a good volunteer and you just already are great at like staying motivated and like doing things, like doing activities. That's amazing. And I'm jealous of you. I have and I don't want this to come across like, oh, I'm a workaholic and always have like just put my job ahead of everything. And if you have hobbies, like you don't care about your job or whatever, those are like not like mutually exclusive things at all. But I think sometimes like type A personalities can like fall into that and kind of believe that it's a really zero sum game between like being good at your job and kind of like being good at other things and doing other things. And so that's a way that I'm trying to like prepare for hyper-Bitcoinization is by leveling my brain in that respect. A lot of my like self-worth in the past and like who I see myself as has come from my job. And like I really enjoy networking and like being at my job and like talking to people and just like executing well and making sure my bosses like me and just making sure our customers like me and just all of that stuff like has always been everywhere I've worked. I've just been really like all about that. Or when I've worked for myself, it's always been about how do I get another client or how do I, whatever. And so that's where a giant chunk of my focus every single day is. And so, like I haven't been great at just like kind of doing the like simple things. And doing things that are just kind of positive and kind of just like relaxing because I kind of am just like always on all the time. And so how does this connect to Bitcoin? It connects to Bitcoin because when the world and when you yourself personally move on to a hard money standard instead of a soft money standard, you no longer have to be on like this hamster wheel of constantly running, constantly working harder to stay in place at your current standard of living. And so like fiat money is literally time theft. It's literally time theft because you work for this fiat currency that then loses purchasing power every year and every month to goods and services. And so your labor, your time poured into your job is going less and less far. So you're having to work more and more hard in order to stay at the current level that you're at. That sucks time away from hobbies and away from volunteering. That's why like the two feel at odds with each other. That's why some people feel like the two are at odds with each other. And this is a classic case of like Bitcoin fixes this. When you have a currency that holds its purchasing power and even goes above and beyond holding its purchasing power, it increases its purchasing power. You then are able to save and store your time and labor more effectively, which makes life easier as it goes. It makes it so that you don't have to work as hard. And that doesn't mean then you become a slacker. It simply means your system and your family and your labor and productivity put into the world it's no longer a leaky bucket. Nothing is being sucked out of it. And so if you still maintain the amount of hours you're working, the amount of productivity you're working, it's going to go even farther. Or if it's going to manifest itself in lots of different ways. Like 2-parent income households are going to become 1-parent income households, or both parents are going to be able to work for 9 months out of the year and take 3 months off, or 10 months out of the year and take 2 months off, or like lots of different arrangements I'm sure are going to happen as more and more families move on to the Bitcoin standards. So yeah, that's a funny way that I'm trying to prepare for hyper-Bitcoinization, is just training my kind of like mental muscles to relax and enjoy a volunteering experience, or enjoy kind of a hobby experience that in the past I would have kind of written off as a waste of time because I'm not contributing to my job and not contributing to kind of like income into the house. So I'm trying to practice like resting and enjoying hobbies and enjoying volunteering, because Bitcoin is better money, and that's a way that's going to make the world better. So let me know what you think about that. Let me know if you're someone who's good at hobbies, or if you kind of just struggle the same way I do with kind of like thinking about both kind of aspects of your life competing with each other. And thanks for watching.